Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on the latest developing stories. We start with Sergio Des, as PSV Eindhoven are in pole position to sign the Barca outcasts. English, French clubs are also keen. We are going to discuss about that report as we move ahead. Secondly, in this episode, talking about this report claiming that Deco, talking about Ansu Fati, have assured Barca fans that Ansu will definitely stay at Barca and he wants him to finish his contract here with us. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. When Sergio Dest signed for Barcelona from AFC Ajax, many hailed him to be the next big right back for generations. The US men national team star was expected to take La Liga by storm, especially given the connection Barca and Ajax have shared over the years. Yet, one could not be far or more far off from their expectations. The American international survived one season in Catalonia under Ronald Koeman, but soon faced the wrath of the manager after Xavi Hernandez took over. 1 year and a failed loan spell later, it is now clear that Dest does not have what it takes to play for a club of Barca stature. Joan Laporta has thus left no stone unturned in trying to sell the defender, but Dest did not attract any suitors from Europe. The tables have now turned completely. According to a report from Jorge Torello of Mundo Deportivo, PSV Eindhoven are in pole position to sign Dest on loan. Moreover, there is also interest in the player from OGC Nice and a club from the Premier League. Last September, AC Milan agreed to sign the right back on a season-long loan, hoping that he would find his mojo in a new environment. His stint in Italy, however, was far from promising. The young star made just 8 appearances for the Rossoneri in Serie A, averaging under 45 minutes per half. Further, he did not register any goal contributions in the Italian league. Now, he could be on his way to signing for PSV, who are in the market for a right back. An additional report from Marco Tima claims that Dest's move to the Eredivisie Giants would be a loan deal with an option to buy. So now the question is, what are Barcelona's plans for a right back? It is no secret that Barca are devoid of a natural right back player. In fact, it has been their Achilles heel for a long time now. Barcelona are eyeing Manchester City's Joao Cancelo as an option, though talks with the Premier League club initially broke down owing to economic differences. They now appear to be back on track. For the time being, Xavi Hernandez trusts Ronald Araujo to cover the right back position. Of course, Sergio Des has been a player that Barca have been putting their efforts to sell, to cash in on, as the summer window is not too far from coming to a close. And whatever amount comes from there, then it's okay because Des has no place in Xavi's plans from all indications. And I think this report should come with a sigh of relief that PSV Eindhoven has been showing interest in Des and they want to sign him. But maybe it will not be the way Barca wanted because it is not going to be a permanent purchase. It will be a loan deal with an option to buy. But I think better than nothing because we know Dest has not been a player that Xavi counts on. Last season, we saw him being loaned out to AC Milan. And I think I just concluded that Dest has no place to play for Barca. He's not a Barca player. Barca signing a player of Dest's stature just tells us that we are really down. Barca is not the Barca in the past because that guy went to AC Milan, played just 8 games in Serie A for the whole season, and averaged under 45 minutes. He was a terrible player there. He did not do something to convince his own parent club that he should be worth a stay. We saw even in the preseason in the USA, Des was just lost. Des did not play, like Des did not convince Xavi But what do we hear in his interviews while in USA? You keep saying he's doing his best, he wants to fight for his place, he believes that he will turn things around and stuff like that, but nothing. And Javi just made a statement, but not even a statement like he spoke, it was just a statement through action. In the game against Getafe last Sunday, did not even include Des in the squad at all. Right? What does that say? Des, you just need to go. Des was not even included at all in the Barca squad, and that says a lot. That says a lot. So I think there's no way for him staying at Barca, as Xavi Hernandez have already made up his mind. And with this report now coming saying that PSV are showing interest, I think Barca will be happy to kick the player out. But it all depends on how the salary will be shared, because Barcelona know very well that their salary is high compared to what he plays on the pitch. And if Eindhoven can take all his full salary, then that will be good. But it will be an option to buy. Maybe end of this season, they will have an option to buy, but nothing speculated, nothing have been, we don't know the exact amount, by the way. But I think it's better than keeping him or sitting him or maybe excluding him all the time will not make sense. I think if they have seen a suitor and, you know, if they want to go for him, then good and fine. Because if Barca want to refuse that offer, then they might never even sell him again. Then on to the final story of discussion. Earlier today, Barca confirmed the appointment of Deco as new sporting director, while also announcing the departure of Alemany once the transfer window closes. The former Portugal international will be a man in charge for all the transfer operations at the club moving forward and will have greater power in the recruitment decisions. As such, the 45-year-old was recently quizzed about the future of Ansu Fati, who is being linked with an exit from Barca this summer. Ansu Fati, whose market value is 35 million euros, is said to be on the transfer list this summer, and after having refused to leave so far, he is now understood to have changed his stance and is open to leaving. Deco was asked about Fati's future and whether he would remain at Barca beyond the summer, to which he said, "He is a Barca player and he has a contract with us." Deco answered more questions during his brief interaction with the media, one of which was regarding Barca's pursuit of Manchester City outcast Joao Cancelo. When asked if the Portuguese international was a priority for the club, the new sporting director said, "I won't talk about the transfers." On the departure of Alemany, Deco claimed that there were no differences between the pair and they will continue to work hand in hand until the transfer window closes. He said, "We are not incompatible. He already communicated that and, of course, has his own professional thing to do. We will be working so hard together until the end of this summer." When asked whether he is now a powerful person within the club, Deco said, "I am not powerful, but the club is more powerful." So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.